Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to TRG Central. Today we'll be running a pre-race of the 2023 Breeders' Cup Classic. The Classic this year has more than 10 horses in the field, so we'll end up having to split the race into two heat races and then a finals race. So let's go ahead and get out of the way and take a look at the reports. You see it. I already have the active data for the Breeders' Cup. So take a quick look at the rosters. And here's the list of horses that are available for the 2023 BC Classic. You see there's 13 horses that are entered. And come up here, you can see the horse from Japan is rated the highest at 93, and so forth. So X out of that, we'll go over to the race selection screen. I did not have a schedule for it because it's only the two heat races and the final. So we'll just run them straight from the race selection screen. And there you go, with heat race 1, you see the 7 horses. And their jockeys and the morning lines. See, this looks like it could be a fairly interesting race with most horses pretty close to being on the same line with each other. We're not going to randomize the post positions. They are actually post positions from the real race. In other words, Escalo will be in lane 1, I think White Albania is in lane 3, and that would have been lane 5, 7, 9, 11, and 13. So I took all the odd number post positions and put them in the heat race 1. Heat race 2 we'll take a quick look at. And these are all the horses that were in the even number of post positions. So Van Lund with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and Arabian Night 12. So let's go back to the first heat race. And we'll go ahead and get the race started. Okay, the race is run in Santa Liga. And it is a 10 furlong race. We have it set low, so it should be a slower race to kind of watch the race develop. Go ahead and run in spectator mode. And looks like they're all set, and we're off. First out of the gate is Bright Future. Leading out to turn 2 is Senor Moscato. Going into the back stretch, we have Thermostat Gale and White Albino. White Albino now takes the lead going into the back stretch. And it looks like we have a 2-horse race going into the home stretch. And it looks like it's going to be White Albino winning heat race 1. Okay, Albino wins the race. Senor Pascato second. Mark Angelo third. Okay, let's move on to the second race. And there's your starter, the Again, there's your odds. For the morning line, you have a couple that are very, very not so good here. So you want a big payoff. You can try Met the Cup or Dreamlight. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to the single lady in the park. The sheet race 2. That seemed to be a pretty nice speed for the first race. Let's go ahead and start this race. Looks like everything clear from the sewage tower. We're ready to go. And with Arabian Nights getting out of the gate first, going into the first turn, we have Stardust Crown with a pretty big lead over Arabian Night. Back stretch is still Stardust Crown, Arabian Night. Arabian Night and Rooster, Oshpa to Solo. And there you go, there's the finish. And we have Stardust Crown first, Arabian Night second, and Oshpa Solo third. Yeah, I know. I butcher horse names all the time. Okay, so that's it for the 2 heat races. Now we have a new feature, and we can go into race utilities, create a race, and what we can do is like we can go up heat race 1, and there's a new section that we can link it to the finals. So we can do that, and then we'll just save it. Update the race information. And we can do the same thing, go back into create a race, pick the second heat race, do the same thing, select the classic, and save it. Now we're using option 4 because that updates the race information and just exits. So it doesn't do anything other than changing what we just changed here. Okay. Now just to show you what it did, go back and create a race, heat race 1. See now, it's linked to the official Breeders' Cup race, and so is this one. And why do we want that? Well, pretty simple. Let's go ahead and get the field set for the Breeders' Cup. So we already have it all set up. Save it here. We're just going to go to the race selection field, option 8. Everything stays the same. Okay. No race. No field there, but look what happens on the list of available horses. You now have all the horses that ran in the 2 heat races because they were both linked to the official Breeders' Cup Classic, and you also have a little bit of information here. The main thing is this is their finish, this is their time, and this here is like a little tiebreaker that I use for dead heats and stuff to determine if there truly was a dead heat and who does finish first, second, or third if they're tied in time. So you can use this one, this number here, to break any tiebreakers if there happens to be a tie in the race times. You can see here's one here. Derma, Tartago, and Foxy, they both ran in 1:58.6. But you can see the tiebreaker for Derma is better than the tiebreaker for Foxy, and that's why Derma is rated before Foxy. Now, we can run a 10-horse field, and I guess we probably should. Normally, good races are run with 7 or 8 field race. So we'll go with 10, and what we'll do is slide them in completely opposite on how they finish. So Charlie Crown will go in the 10th slot, White up on the 9th slot, and so forth. We'll be all these horses in their post positions. In Bright Future is horse number 10. Captain Xander missed the cut. Actually did miss the cut of 10. Okay, so we have all the weights already there. We're not going to do anything here. We need to save the field. And then we'll just go right to the race. We don't even need to go to the race selection field. And it'll take you right to it. So we have the Breeders' Cup Classic official. These are the top 10 horses from the 2 heat races. Take a look at their odds here, and Ochba Tesoro from Japan is the favorite. Dreamlike and Senior Pascato seem to be looking on from the outside looking in. Yeah. Oh, we don't need to do the randomizer. We already got horses in the post positions that we want. Track conditions going to be fast, so let's go ahead and head over to San Anita Park. And there you have our 10 horses. Okay, so we know our regulator's pretty good. We'll slow it down just a little more. Just to have a little bit of drama at the end. Spectator mode, and we'll get the race started. And it looks like official Stuart Teller are all set, and they're ready to run. And Arabian Night gets out of the gate first. Uchpa Tesoro. And even with them after the first game turn, we're into the first turn. And we have Uchpa Tesoro leading. And in the back stretch, we have Arcangelo in the lead for a second, but Uchpa Tesoro passed him again, but now Demasaka's gate is leading only into the back stretch, but we have Arabian Night and Arcangelo passing them. So into the home stretch, and we have Archangel in the lead. Arabian Night second, and then they pass the finish line, and whoa, 7, who is 7? Uchpa Tesoro came from nowhere to pass a few horses. Looks like he'll end up second. And here we go, let's see what we have. We have Arcangelo winning, Uchpa Tesoro second, and Arabian Night third. Well, there you have it with our free play of the Breeders' Cup Classic. Well, X out of this, and we'll take a quick look at the top 10. In the top 10 too, you can see who all raced twice and who only raced once. If their points total are Angelo had a win in the show. It's kind of funny that White Apollo did not win place to show, and neither did Sally Crown, the two winners in the prep races. So, there you have it. Archangel ends up winning $3,600,000, and Ushba Tesoro won $1,327,200. We can also, and this is my victory points here based on how well they did in the races, and we can do an update here. You can see Argantia was also reigning winner. There's your top 5 winners with White Habanero and Solid Cloud both winning 36,000. Okay, so I think that's it from TRG Central here at Santa Anita Park. We'll sign off for the evening. Hope you all enjoyed the free play of the Breeders' Cup Classic.